Hello everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Introduction to Macroeconomics at Ozarka College. Today what I'm going to do is give you a little feedback on the chapters 7 through 9 activities that I finished grading yesterday. And then I'm going to tell you what we've got coming up due for our next set of activities for chapters 10 and 11 early next week. And then I'm also going to tell you about our midterm exam that we have coming up due early next week. Okay? All right. So the first thing is, like I said, I did finish grading the chapter 7 through 9 activities yesterday. Hopefully you've already gone in and looked at your grades for those activities and read the grading comments. If you haven't done that, go ahead and do that as soon as you can and let me know if you have any questions. Most of you did well on the assignment, but I did notice a few of you didn't submit the assignment for some reason. And some of you, it looked like you ran out of time. You waited too late to get started, and you just kind of ran out of time. There's an easy way to fix that issue. Get started earlier on your assignments. That way you give yourself plenty of time. Okay? So just those of you that did well on the assignment, keep up the good work. Those of you that waited too late, go ahead and get started earlier this time, and then you'll have a lot less problems as far as trying to get all of your work submitted on time. Okay? Just let me know if you have any questions about that. All right. The discussion that we had for chapter 7 through 9 that dealt with the unemployment rate and unemployment compensation, I thought that went very well. I really enjoyed reading everyone's comments. Of course, unemployment compensation is not an easy thing for the federal government to manage. There are a lot of issues there, but I think everyone was able to see that it's a needed program. It's necessary in order to manage the economic activity in the country. And so, like I said, I really enjoyed reading everyone's comments. So keep up the good work on the discussion. Or on the discussions. I thought that went very, very well. The chapter test, most of you did well on that. Just as a reminder, you can take those tests as many times you want to up until the due date. Your highest grade is automatically recorded. All right, so if you look on the activities page in my Ozarka, right now we are on week 7 of the semester. And we just had work due late last week, so we don't have anything due this week. But we do have work due the first day of next week, specifically Sunday, October 5th. So you've got just a little under a week to be working on the chapters 10 through 12 activities. Okay? And Chapter 10 covers short run and long run aggregate demand. Chapter 11 covers short run and long run aggregate supply. And then Chapter 12 covers the aggregate demand and aggregate supply model. All right. So be working on those chapters 10 through 12 activities, which are due by Sunday, October 5th. And keep in mind that the aggregate demand and aggregate supply that you're learning about in chapters 10 through 12 are extremely important in macroeconomics. These chapters are going to kind of lay the framework for a lot of the topics that we're going to cover later on. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's very important to understand these basic concepts of aggregate demand and aggregate supply. All right? And remember all the resources that you have. You have your textbook, you have the PowerPoint slides that I've posted on the assignment page, and then you've also got the videos that I've posted on the assignment page. So make sure you're using all those resources, and just let me know if you have any questions as you're working through those chapters 10 through 12 activities. And then you'll also notice for week 8 on the activities page, we have the midterm exam coming up. So it's going to be covering chapters 1 through 12, which is all the chapters that we'll have covered by that point in the semester. And it is available from Monday through Wednesday of next week. So it'll be October 6th through the 8th. So you need to be studying for that midterm exam. To study for this exam, you'll need to go back and study the concepts that are covered on your chapter test. And all those are open for review. And so go back and study those concepts. Don't study the actual questions, because you probably won't see the exact same questions on the midterm exam, but it'll cover the same concepts. So study the concepts, okay? If you have any questions, just let me know. And that's really all I have for you for today. So enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, and I will talk to you again sometime later next week. Thank you.